Hey guys, it's T. It is time to do our next video. It is the week before Halloween, and so I was looking through Pinterest today, and I saw this idea about doing kind of a two-faced makeup challenge. So doing one side that's like the angel and one side that's the devil. So I thought, well, fuck, that's a great idea for now. Now my husband thought that I should start with the angel side and save the devil side for after the devil's lettuce, which is clever. However, I think I'm such a more artful person when I'm a little bit baked. So I thought we would start with the devil side, and because there's not that much creativity you can do there, and then we will get to the angel side afterwards. I have a fuck ton of palettes to use. My new ColourPop came in and I'm super excited. So I have like every color in the world. So we're gonna start on this side and we're gonna do the devil over here, and then we'll do the angel over here after. Some of these people are really fancy and they're putting like devil tails and all this kind of shit. I'm not that fancy, so it's just gonna be devil and angel inspired. I noticed that last week I spent a lot of time with the mirror in front of my face, so I'm gonna try not to do that this week, because yeah, I want you guys to have a good time and actually be able to watch me without going crazy. So yeah, if we can do that, that's cool. So I'm gonna start. I think what we're gonna do is we're using the Main Squeeze palette from ColourPop, and we're gonna do red on the outsides and then like black in the middle. Should we do it the opposite way? Difficult. We're gonna do it this way and see how it turns out. And if it looks fucked up, I guess the other eye's gonna win. Okay. And go really black. Looks like I've got a tooth on my eyelid right now. It's fucking terrible, or a really bad Christmas tree. We'll work on it. It looks like a fucking witch's hat right now, you guys. It's terrible. I'm making it worse. Wow. So apparently halos are not easy. I probably knew that before, but oh, this is so bad. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's terrible. It's so terrible, I can't even. I mean, what we're gonna do, first off, take the black part bigger. It's the only thing to do, I think. It's not worse. Fuck. It's not terrible. Definitely is demony. Could be darker. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, let's foundation this side. I got a new foundation Morphe 2, hint, hint, skin tint. Yeah, let's do it. Magic. Terrible. Okay. Ta-da. And then brows. So we have one half done. To be honest, I thought this was going to be the easier half, and it was difficult. So I'm really worried about the other side. This is what we have. I did my best, you guys. I've never claimed to be professional, and you can tell by this because, oh, I did not do a great job. But we are gonna be back in like 5 to 15 minutes. We are going to utilize some homegrown plants that my wonderful husband grew. And yeah, we're gonna use some devil's lettuce and make this side an angel. See you in a few. Hi guys, I am back. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a bit. Anyway, so here's a really funny story. I wasn't sure. We're gonna do a like fucking Elsa smoke over here, by the way. Cool. So I wasn't sure what topic that I was gonna talk about, and it was fucking with my brain. Oh my god, this just happened to my ColourPop palette, you guys. It died a little bit. It got smudged. Oh my god, this is really devastating. Anyway, so I wasn't sure what topic to talk to you guys about. So I called my friend and I told her it was urgent, and I think she thought I was dying. And because I told her I had something urgent to discuss. And so anyway, she duoed with me, and I told her that I needed to figure out what my topic was going to be. And I had just said to my husband, you know, I could talk about the Harry Potter houses, but I don't know, that might be boring. Anyway, then my friend says, you should talk about Harry Potter. And that's how I knew that we were destined to talk about Harry Potter today, you guys. And you know what? It's almost Halloween, and Harry Potter's a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. So, I mean, that's a pretty fucking Halloween-y topic if I've ever heard one. So, oh, we're gonna make this really icy. Yes, I'm so excited about this. I am here for this. It's gonna be so good. Okay, cool. So I'm using Blue Moon, by the way, which is great. So anyway, so Harry Potter. So maybe we'll go houses like from least good to most good. Most good. So I would have to tell you that my least favorite house to be put in would be Hufflepuff. And I honestly don't know who would choose to be in Hufflepuff. I mean, just the name of it is awful, like really. And then, I mean, you're a badger? Like, the fuck kind of like mascot is that? That's terrible, a badger. Nonsense bullshit. So like, yeah, Hufflepuff would be the worst. Like, yeah, you're friendly, but you know what? Being friendly, it only gets you so far, you know? Like, it's nice to be friendly, but at the end of the day, like, you know, other people are gonna fuck with you and take your spot in line or take that promotion that you wanted. Like, you know, being friendly, it's nice, but it won't get you, you know, a mansion. You know, it just won't. Like, you gotta be some other shit if you wanna get the good things in life. So, I'm really digging this so far. It's pretty sweet. So anyway, so Hufflepuff is the worst one. And then, this is really hard, okay? Because I'm gonna say something and people are gonna be upset with me, but I'm gonna say the thing. Okay, I think, no, I guess Slytherin is the second worst. I guess. I was going to actually put Gryffindor as the second worst, but now I'm thinking about it. And I think Slytherin, because they're all a bunch of dickheads, you know? I mean, they're successful, but they're such a bunch of fucking cunts, aren't they? You know, I don't use that word lightly, but Slytherin is a bunch of cunts. I am loving this color. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got like, it's white, but like with a blue shift. Oh my God. I just want to like slather myself in this. It's so beautiful. Like that. Oh my God. That blue shift is like, I just want to put so much of it on my eye. It's so pretty. Oh my God, you guys. It does not look as pretty on the camera. Oh, I'm really sad about that. So I guess the other color I've got two. One of these is a Super Shock. Okay, we're gonna try it. I don't know how it's gonna work, you guys. It might be a hit or it could be a huge miss. And it's just impossible to know, you know? So anyway, Slytherin, right? So they're a bunch of cunts. Like they'll claw and scratch and, you know, sell their own fucking brother to be successful. And whilst I don't think that you should be like Hufflepuff and just let people walk all over you and, you know, ooh, liking this, yes. I'm so here for this. This is amazing. Okay. Oh, there's so much like shimmer to it. It's beautiful. Yes. So I don't think that people should walk all over you like in Hufflepuff, right? But I mean, Slytherin are a bunch of cunts and they're really unkind, and that's not okay with me. So I would say that they're third place, right? Because we're going 4-3. So then I guess going back to the Blue Moon palette here, which is crushed, but anyway. So the next, so Slytherin, bunch of cunts, right? Okay, that's where we're at. So then, obviously, this is like, duh, Gryffindor, number 2. Okay, like they're not, I don't hate Gryffindor. I don't even dislike Gryffindor. Like, they're good. I mean, they've got Hermione. If Hermione's a Gryffindor, I'm fully here for Gryffindor then, because like she's great, right? However, as a house, there's better, you know? So that leads to a Ravenclaw, and Ravenclaw, oh my God, yes, the layering. Oh, this makes me so happy. So anyway, Ravenclaw, they're just like, they're like cunning, but not in a bad way, you know? Like they're just smart. Like they're good business people. They're good with their money because they're smart. They're like, they can hold a like proper philosophical conversation, right? Because they're like smart people. Like they're good humans, you know? I guess they're not human. I mean, I guess they are. Did we ever truly figure out in Harry Potter, like, okay, is there like witch DNA in Harry Potter though? I'm sorry, I guess we shouldn't even be talking about Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling is like an asshole. And I want to not support her, but I do love Harry Potter. I'm really torn, you know? I started reading Harry Potter to my daughter, who is 5, and I guess we started reading it a while ago. But anyway, and I struggled really hard trying to figure out whether I should introduce her to the series or not. And so I ended up doing it, and I don't know, like every time I think about it, part of me just feels like a fucking traitor. Like it's hard to feel like a true ally because she's a dick. But then, you know, I know some gay people who super love Harry Potter. So I don't know, like I find that with a lot of things, they're like politically correct and stuff. And I'm trying not to bring politics into this, but I'm failing really badly because I'm feeling especially political lately because of what's going on in the States, right? But like the thing is, like, I really struggle because I am like a woman who, you know, is white and really has never experienced racism or anything for myself. I've really struggled lately because I don't want to be one of those like Karens who's like, I'm offended for this group and like talks for a group, right? Like I don't want to assume that, you know, if somebody uses a racial slur is a really bad example, but you know, if somebody's being rude and disrespectful of someone else's culture in some way, I don't want to be that person that's like, I'm offended for all indigenous people or black people or Latino people. We don't have any of those here, but it's cold here and far away from everything. So all we have is indigenous people that we stole all their fucking land from, and now for some reason we get offended when people talk about it. But that's ridiculous because like what the fuck. But anyway, so that's the thing. So like say someone will be talking about indigenous people and how, you know, oh, we've given them XYZ. I don't know what we've ever fucking given them because some of the residents don't even have fucking clean water. So, I mean, we've given them not fucking enough, not the bare fucking minimum of life. But anyway, and then, you know, I'll say like you're being really rude to insert minority group. I was using indigenous people just as a placeholder, but it could be anyone. But then you get people that come on and say, well, I'm indigenous or black or have a disability or whatever the, you know, I'm too high and I'm forgetting the word, but the opposite of privilege, right? Like entitled. No, I don't understand what I'm saying. Anyway, so you get that one person that's like, well, I have a disability and I'm fine with people using the R word, right? And so then I feel like, well, that one is a little different because I have an actual horse in that race. But like, for example, like when people have a problem with people saying a certain thing, and someone will comment and be like, well, I'm black and I appreciate that blah, blah, blah. And then I feel like to try and stick up for another group of people, I'm wrong because I can't speak for that group of people because I'm not one of that group of people, right? So like, who am I? But then at the same time, I want to be an ally and I want to stand up for, you know, the majority of the people of a minority, which doesn't make any sense. But so like, for example, right, like I prefer person-first language. Like, so when people talk about my son who has a disability, I prefer, you know, that they would say so-and-so who has yada yada, right? Like name first and then what disability they have. But then, you know, I hear from people who are autistic, have autism, however you'd like to say that, and they want to be associated with, you know, they want to be that autistic person, Steve, because that's, you know, that's a big part of them and that's part of who they are. And I fully get that. But at the same time, my child has a disability that, you know, people think very negatively of, and he's fan-fucking-tastic. And so I don't want, when people are going to meet him and get prepared to know who he is, I don't want the first thing that they hear to be that he has a disability, right? Because then you think of other people with that disability that you know, and you like you compare, right? And then you might put my child like in a box because you don't think that he can ever be out of the box, but he fully can, right? Like we don't know. The box was a lot smaller 40 years ago, right? So you're measuring him with a ruler that doesn't exist anymore. You're measuring him in inches when everyone else in the world uses centimeters, you guys. So anyway, yeah, so I don't like to think of him as disability first. I never would. And then I get kind of upset when people are using the disability first language. But at the same time, I don't know what my son is going to grow up to prefer, you know? So I just have to speak for him. And see, it's different. I don't know. So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be on the right side, you guys, but like, I don't know, right? Like, I don't want to overstep. There's boundaries of things that just don't belong to me, and I don't want to overstep them, right? I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just realized this was supposed to be an angel, and this was supposed to be a devil, and this looks like hot. And then I kind of made this one look like cold, but I don't know that it looks like an angel, but I love it. So, what the fuck did you do, stupid? Oh my gosh. Also, I promised I wasn't going to talk to you guys about anything political, and I am just failing so badly, you guys. Like, it's not a good scene. I'm not even going to do a wing here, I think. Oh fuck. I'm using the sample that I was given, and I'm not used to using it. And it's harder because it's less stiff than the one I normally use. That's what she said. But I don't know how I went from, you know, talking about minorities to talking about The Office. But anyway, I'm really sorry to have gotten political, you guys, but I want other people's opinions on, you know, if you're a person of a minority, I'm sure you wouldn't rather that people be quiet, but also like how can people support you and speak up for you without it sounding like they're trying to speak for you? Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, so I want your feedback on that, you guys. Because yeah, I just want to be a helpful member of society, right? Like tries to push society forward to the place that we want to be in the future, right? And I feel like there's so many people that, especially with this election stuff going on, and again, I'm talking politics, I'm not supposed to be, whoops, but like there's so many people who seem to want to go backwards. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of when I think about my kids missing school because of COVID, right? And I think, oh no, what if they're behind? But then the answer comes to you, behind what? Everyone else in the whole fucking world has had this year of turmoil. So what's the difference, right? Like, what are you comparing your children to? Are you comparing them to other children? Because all the other children are going through the same hard thing right now as you are, right? For once, the whole world is going through something hard all at the same time. Not just one country fucking over another country, right? Like, this is weird. Seriously, all in this together, you guys. Not in a good way, but also, yes, in a good way. And so, where was I going with this? Something about comparing and how we do it too much. You guys. My husband grows the nicest little weed because, like, wow. I have no idea what's going on right now, you guys. Fuck. We were talking about Harry Potter. My friend wanted me to mention Snape. I didn't even get there. I just started talking about politics, but we're just at a time right now, you know, where I don't know. I feel like I am on the right side of history here. I think I'm trying. But then, you know, you have these people who also think they're on the right side of history, and they're so awful, and they're trying to take away so many people's rights and so many people's healthcare and so much stuff. And I don't know how they think they're right. So it just fucks my brain up when I start thinking about it seriously. Because as much as we know that them being a bunch of racist fucking piggish assholes who think it's okay to just grab women by their vagina, not even their vagina, their vulva, but that president doesn't even know the difference. And you know, people that think it's okay to just like, you know, pay people to get with little girls and shit, and like, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting what these fucking politicians, I use the term loosely, TV stars do. It's just awful. And how can anyone think that supporting that is the right side of history? And they think it so strongly. And it just fucks with my brain because, like, I just don't even understand how they can think that way, you know? I don't get it. Like, to think that taking away people's health care is okay because the 1% will get a tax break. And, like, sir, you're never going to be the 1%. I'm never going to be the 1%. Like, I'm lucky enough. I have an office that I can film shit in, even if it's a fucking mess, right? Some people don't even have a place to live, right? Like, they have to sleep in the park or on the street or on a sewer grate because there's nowhere for them. And I have an extra bedroom. So, you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm the 1% because, like, and it doesn't. We're so lucky, you guys. We're so lucky to like be like middle class or lower middle class or whatever we are, right? But like, we have a roof over our heads and we have people that care about us, hopefully. And if we don't, there's resources to help find people that do. And we're just so blessed to live where we live, you guys. So like, get your shit together and just love everyone. Like, we're all so, so lucky. So just take your miserableness somewhere else. Go fuck yourself instead of voting, okay? If you're gonna vote for him. Yeah, just think about voting for Trump and then go fuck yourself instead. And that's what you should do. I was really bad at not bringing politics into this. Anyway, so El Diablo side over here. I'd give it like a 4 or 5. It's it's something. And then this side, oh my god, it's so Elsa, and I'm in love with it, and it's sparkly, and like, I love it. But it wasn't supposed to be cold. It was supposed to be an angel, and I had an entire fucking palette with like gold. Didn't use it. Look at this beautiful sparkle. Didn't use it at all, and you know what? It doesn't fit in there now. So I would give this one like a 9. I think I did a bang, like, just, oh my gosh, a banging job. Seriously. Which one wins? It's obviously this one. Like, look how bright my face looks in this one. And then it looks like, I guess it looks like I'm going to like a really shady nightclub. But anyway, yeah, I think this side wins. Yet again, I think I did cheat. I think I gave the better side to the sativa eyeball. But anyway, so it's been fantastic chatting with you. I hope you're still watching. I mean, nobody watches the whole thing anyway, but if you made it through the whole thing, holy shit, I love you. We should go for coffee together. And if you made it through most of it, I'm sorry. If we can't be friends because of politics, that's fine. Again, go fuck yourself. Because if you think that putting little kids in a cage is okay, and if you think that, like, even the school system, it's so fucked. It's just, I can't handle it. It's so bad. And if you think that all those things are okay, then we really can't be friends. We just can't. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm just Canadian and trying to be kind. Anyway, this has been a disaster, okay? But all of you in America, I'm thinking about you. I'm hoping that things are okay. I'm hoping for change. I have an idea of who's gonna win, and I'm not happy about it. But you know what? I mean, even if we can just keep standing up and supporting each other, change is gonna happen. I hope there's not another world war before then. Fuck, but there could be. I'm supposed to be keto, but this is stressing me out so much. I'm gonna go eat candy. So I'm thinking about all of you guys. Stay safe, whatever happens, okay? And I love you guys. Take care.